Okay, this is the situation at dawn, 6 a.m. on the 19th of September at Chickamauga. Now, the Confederates have heard that their commander will be with us soon, but Hood, whose corps is actually here, the first corps, is operating well within its corps radius. So what they're going to do is they're going to use initiative to move forward. By the time Bragg gets here, then he starts issuing orders. We might as well push on and see if we can force an engagement without having to wait for orders. So first thing is get everyone up, get everyone fed, get the lines dressed, get the best units with the highest morale on top of the stacks. Make sure the stacks have got the best amount of firepower that they can possibly have. And then creep forward towards what we believe are the Union positions around here, because we really want to try and force this bridge. You see, the problem with the Confederacy now is this 14th Corps has filled this gap. Now there's still a gap in terms if we swing round and attack their flank, but we'd need an order to do that. There's no way we can, even the first corps moving on its own can't do that. Now the other corps pretty much paralysed, waiting for orders, because Buckner's corps is at virtually at the extremes of its corps radius. We might be able to push a few units forward as well there, just to get us moving slightly with initiative. The reserve corps, same thing. We need to get everybody set up in the best order and try and stretch us as far as we can to our corps radius using initiative. The other corps, Polk, just remains where you are. I'm just seeing if there's any. There is a ford here at Hall's Ford, but it's well outside our corps radius. And our corps radius doesn't actually say. Well, no, we are rooted to the ground as far as I'm concerned, because from the initial position. We might send a few units that way, but I don't think so. I think you'll just get in the way of Buckner's corps here. We'll see if there's any options moving to the left. Not really. There's a ford over here. That's a long way away. Heth is pretty much going to stay in their position. We've got the Union forces. There's a lot of 14th Corps wrapped up in echelon around their Corps HQ here. They're going to start moving fairly early as first light comes up. They want to start really sort of establishing their lines along a corps radius as well to their best advantage. Now the thing is, Rosecrans is actually on the board here. That's easy for him to start issuing orders. He's right in the correct position for a field commander. So the Union are going to be a lot more flexible in the early hours. We've got elements of the 20th Corps, which is 21st Corps, which is sort of mixed in with the 14th. We'll pull those units back to merge with the rest of the 21st Corps as quickly as possible. We've got the 20th Corps over here, which has got an impending order, an order to march out to Brookfield, which effectively should cover our exposed right flank, but they're only here they've only got one division in place at the moment. Others should be arriving soon. it's pretty much, this is just the beginnings now. There's stirrings before the big battle. And we've also got the Union Reserve Corps here. They have to leave the board in 2 hours, which will let them leave by the north. They'll be getting up and marching away for the moment. They're not strong enough to attack the right flank of the Confederate army, not by any means. And they're just really hanging out there, completely separated from the rest of their corps. So the Union position's a lot better than it was. About 4 or 5 hours ago it was looking pretty desperate, but come the morning things are looking a lot better now. I've noticed the Confederate troops tend to be a bit better, particularly these Army of North Virginia units here under Hood. So it's all to play for.